So let's talk about the quarter which went by. Now it's a robust set of numbers that we are looking at for the fourth quarter. Key highlights, some of them, the fourth quarter in the net profit we saw a significant growth which was aided by higher profit from their joint ventures along with the lower exceptional loss that it had incurred. What was a standout for the quarter was the FY25 revenue and the revised EBITDA guidance. Now the company beat the revenue guidance which was around 30,000 crore as well, and even revised EBITDA guidance, it crossed that mark as well. Now this revenue growth that we are seeing was led by the company's logistics and marine revenue, wherein in marine revenue they expect a 2 to 3x growth going forward. Even if you look at the market share of the company, that has improved to 27% as compared to 26.5% of last year. So that is something that we can see forward. Along with that, for FY26, now the company expects a 16 to 22% of a revenue growth in FY26 pictures. Quickly walking through the numbers, if you look at how the numbers have shaped up, revenue was up around 23% in the quarter, while margins saw about a 33 basis points of an improvement to 59%, and net profit, as mentioned earlier, saw about a 48% of a jump. Now, if you talk about the FY26 guidance which is given, it is a steady sort of a guidance that we are looking at in line with what FY25 also saw in terms of how the growth numbers have panned out. So 16 to 22% is the kind of revenue growth that is expected over next year. Along with that EBITDA, we are seeing around 10 to 16% of a growth. Do note that the company had revised its EBITDA guidance for this follow year, which had exceeded. Capex is now expected to be in the range of 11,000 to 12,000 crore, while net debt to EBITDA, which improved to 1.9 times this level, is expected to remain below the 2.5 times of level that is seen next year. Now coming to some of the key operational metrics that is expected over FY26, port cargo volume, if we see, that is expected to rise 12 to 14% for the year, while trucking revenue is something which should be in focus, especially after the kind of for growth that the company expects in trucking revenue, which is seeing about a 3x to 4x jump over FY26, and marine revenue expected to grow over 2 times. Now, what is also important to note for the company is how it has commenced its operation at Viringham Port. Of course, the inaugural in focus today as well. Now, this is India's first fully automated shipment port that we are looking at, 8,600 crore worth of a project. That is what we are looking for this port, and it is expected, it has already crossed the milestone of 1 lakh monthly TEUs, that's 20 equivalent units in March itself. So something that is in focus in trade today. So it's a good set of Q4 numbers, FY26 steady guidance that we are looking at, along with the operationalization of this port is that we are seeing.
Right. Thank you so much, Anushi, for that. That very comprehensive perspective with regard to Adani Port. Stock picked up 4%. One of the top gainers on the Nifty today. Neeraj, let me come to you with regard to Adani Port's numbers. You believe this one, are you positive on it, given the kind of growth guidance that they have, the kind of pipeline that they have, and the kind of aspiration that they have?
Yeah, actually, I've been positive on Adani Ports. I think that they've been delivering whatever number they've been saying and whatever guidance they've been getting as far as the debt is concerned. So they've been very conservative there also, and they've been trying to, stick to the guidance even on debt. Plus, they've been outperforming the EBITDA guidance for the last couple of years. So now again, if you're looking at a further upside of 10% odd on the EBITDA for the coming year.
What's your view?
The stock is not really expensive, but 270,000 account market cap, and they are talking about 22,000 of EBITDA. I think it's even on valuation, this is attractive. So I think one should be investing in this stock if one is a little long-term investor.
Clearly positive. Kunal, your view?
Yeah, I think technically the stock looks good. The stock in today's trading session had given us a breakout about the 200 EMA, which was placed at 1289, and we expect this momentum to continue on the higher end. Overall, the chart setup on the long-term chart also looks attractive, and I'm looking for positional targets of 1400 on the high.